Dear students of class 10th NCRT, today our topic in this lecture 3 English version lecture is Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. Student, this chapter is a part of the autobiography written by Nelson Mandela himself. Uh, Students, the full name of Nelson Mandela is Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Student, in previous lectures you came to know Nelson Mandela was a very gentle fellow. He was a very rule abiding person. When students he came to know about his freedom and he saw the condition of the black people, he opposed apartheid political system. Students, when he opposed, he was imprisoned for 30 years. And students, after his struggle, after his long struggle, as the title of this chapter shows, A Long Walk to Freedom, he was able to make South Africa a democratic country. Student, this is M. Rahman and you are attending Oracy classes of English language. Please to continue all the chapters of your syllabus, subscribe our channel Oracy classes of English language. If you like, please like, share and comment to us. Now students, let's begin lecture number 3. Student, this part 3 and the final part of this chapter is very full of inspiration for us, because if we are a person of introspection and we are a thinker, then definitely it will affect us. In life, every man has twin obligations. Students, Nelson Mandela says that everybody has two duties in his life. Now dash is given here, and this dash means and this dash means students, Nelson Mandela is explaining the obligations. First, obligations to his family. Family is based on parents, wife and children, and has an obligation next to his people of his community. Now students, the obligation first is family and the society. His country is also there. Now you see, in civil and students human society, each man is able to fulfill those obligations. Means you came to know two obligations. First is family, second is society and the country, and everybody should fulfill it, and each man is able to fulfill these obligations according to his own inclinations and abilities. Generally, students, you know, generally everybody can fulfill these obligations, and if you apply this rule on you, then you can think that you can follow your parents, you can enjoy the marriages and festivals, and you can enjoy the life and togetherness of your family, and you can go and follow the rules of your country. But there was some contradiction there. According to his inclination and abilities, everybody follow these rules. But in a country like South Africa, it was almost impossible for a man of my birth. Now the main thing is, in South Africa, the man who was born in black people, color means black people, to fulfill both those obligations, means to fulfill these two obligations in form of family and society, was difficult to follow for them, because they were born in black community. In South Africa, a man of color, means a black man who attempted to live as a human being, was punished and isolated. What a shameful thing. Students, are you getting it? In South Africa, if you had been born in that community, then it was quite impossible to follow your personal life, to live your own life, to live your general life. Even it was difficult to fulfill this obligation, and you were not allowed to live as a human being. And if you did this, you would have been punished, and you were imprisoned. Isolated means you were be taken from there and put into the prison. In South Africa, a man who tried to fulfill his duty to his people was inevitably means compulsorily ripped from his family. Ripped means taken away. Means if anybody tried to live a simple and usual life in his family, he had no right to do so. He was arrested and put into the jail and his home, and was forced to live a life apart. Life apart means away from your family, a twilight existence of secrecy and rebellion. And in this way, he was put somewhere that was not clear to all, and he was declared a rebellion, a person who was against the government. I did not In the meaning, choose to place my people above my family. Here, students, Nelson Mandela is saying that in the beginning of his life, he had his family first before, in comparison to the society. But in attempting to serve my people, but just as he started serving the community of his people, I found that I was prevented from fulfilling my obligations as a son. Means he put his family first, and by putting his family first, he started serving his parents, and he started fulfilling the duties of his family as a son, as a brother, as a father, and as a husband. But the government didn't like it. I was not born with the hunger to be free. Now, students, Nelson Mandela is describing that the hunger for freedom was not had not been in him uh, uh, since his birth. It means it came after a short while when he grew up. Now, students, we will give the title to this is paragraph, the quality of Nelson Mandela. Okay, students, and this paragraph can be entitled as obligations. In this way, you will come to know particular things from the particular paragraph. Here, let's begin. I was not born with hunger to be free. I was born free. Means Nelson Mandela says that he had no desire to be free. He didn't know the meaning of freedom, but he was free by birth because he did whatever he liked in his childhood. Free to run in the fields near my mother's hut, free to swim in the clear stream, then ran through my village, free to roast mealies under the stars and ride the broad back of the slow moving bulls. Means all these activities of childhood, moving freely in the fields and the gardens, moving freely near the mother's hut, means roasting corn under the stars, under the sun anytime, and swimming in the streams and broad backs of the slow moving bulls riding. He was free. He actually, students, in his days of immaturity, he was thinking it freedom. As long as I obeyed my father and abided by the customs of my tribe. It is a comment of students, very harsh comment if you could understand. And Nelson Mandela says, when he obeyed all these things, I wasn't troubled by the law of God or man. Students, he is very surprised and sad that when I did all these things, I obeyed everybody and I respected the society, even God and my father and my family haven't punished me. But what happened? The happening was the government punished him. Now let's see what was there. It was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion, and students, later when he was arrested, he came to know that it was a false idea in his mind that he was free. Means it was when I began to learn that my freedom was an illusion. It was a false thought when I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken from me. Students, when he grew up, he came to know that his freedom was taken in form of the system of apartheid, political system. Students, he came to know the government has restricted the black people in many ways. In this way, he came to know that his system restricted his and the freedom of his community. That I began to hunger for it, and students, it became a cause of the hunger for freedom. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself. Means in the time of being a student, he knew freedom for himself, the transitory freedoms of being able to stay out at night. Students, when you are a student, when you are in the school, you want some short freedom. Transitory freedom means that passes away, that doesn't last long. It means if you are allowed to stay late night out anywhere, then you think that you have freedom. But students, actually this is not a freedom. This is not a freedom at all. Okay, this is transitory freedom. And if you think read what I please and go where I choose, this is not freedom. It means if you go according to your choice, if you read according to your choice, if you stay according to your choice, it's not freedom. I later, as a young man In Johannesburg, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms of achieving my potential, of earning, of my keep, of marrying and having family, the freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. And in Johannesburg, he desired that all his basic freedoms of life, his earning, his marrying, his earning potential, earning power, it should not be restricted by law. But student, it was being done so, because government didn't want so, and it wasn't liked by Nelson Mandela, and he became a rebellious person. But when rebellious person means a student who doesn't like the rules and go opposite to them. But when I slowly saw that not only was I not free, and when Nelson Mandela happened to see that not only he but also his brothers and sisters were also in the same condition, they were also not free, he saw that it was not just his freedom. Students, I am studying I and my, because I am taking him, because I am a third person, that's why I am not Nelson Mandela, that's why I am saying he. I saw that it was not just my freedom. Nelson Mandela came to know that he was not just his freedom that was curtailed, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. Means this was applied to every one of us who were from black community. That is when I joined the National African Congress. Students now come to know that was the reason that I joined National Congress, African National Congress, so that I may do something, so that he might do something in favor of the community of black people. And that is when the hunger for my freedom became greater hunger for the freedom of my people. And students, in this way, his desire to become free and desire to make his people free became very intensive. It was the desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity, self-respect, and animated my life. Students, very important point here in this in the paragraph. He says the desire to give freedom to his people, the desire to give the dignity of his people animated his life, means his life became very creative, and he became a very creative and rebellious man that transformed a frightened young man into a old bold one. A student, that was the cause that put a great change in Nelson Mandela, because he was a very hesitated and a rule abiding person. Now he was a bold and brave one that drove law abiding attorney to become a criminal. And that's why this law abiding person, the follower of rules, was declared as a criminal by the government, that turned a family loving husband into a man without home. And because he was fulfilling the obligations of his family, that's why the government put him into the jail. Without a home means put him into the jail, and he was sent out of the state. That forced a life loving man to live like a monk. Student, like a monk, as monk go from one place to another, he was shifted in the jail from one place to another. I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the next man. Student, this line is very important, and it shows the humble nature of Nelson Mandela, because he is praising and he is appreciating and he is giving respect to the people of his community, because he is saying, I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the next man. Next man means all the men are equal, and he is a very ordinary man like others. He has no special qualities in him, but I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms. He objected that I can't bear these limited freedoms restricted by government, given by the government, and full freedom that was restricted by that government. I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. Freedom is indivisible. When I knew means when Nelson Mandela came to know that the freedom is indivisible, it can't be divided. The chains of any one of my people were the chains of all of them. Means this chain was not only one single community, but it was the chain on the humanity. The chains on all my people were the chain on me. And this was not the restriction on Nelson Mandela, but he thought that it was a restriction on the whole race of Nelson Mandela, means black community. Just as surely as the oppressed, on me, I knew that oppressors must be liberated. just as surely as the oppressed. Student, this line is very meaningful, you come to know now. Here Nelson Mandela says, oppressor is a person who is giving troubles to others and who is taking rights from others, and oppressed is a person whose rights have been taken. Both are to be free from these prejudices, both should be free from this act. Oppressor should give up oppressing and oppressed should give up being oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. Students, here Nelson Mandela says, the people who thinks himself free but he is doing and indulging in hate for others. Now students, he is also imprisoned, and the person who is being hated is also imprisoned. In this way, the hater and the person who is being hated both are subjected to single mindedness and narrow mindedness. In this way, he is looked behind the bars hatred, he is locked behind the bars of prejudices and narrow mindedness. The person who shows hatred, students, is supposed to be a imprisoned man who is behind the bars, who is in the jail. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom. Students, here Nelson Mandela says, if I am stealing somebody's freedom, if I am restricting on somebody, students, being free, I am not free at all in real sense, because I am imprisoned in the narrow thinking, I am imprisoned in the hatred, I am imprisoned in the bad feelings. It means I am not free, and I am just as surely as I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. In the same way, as a person is being put in the jail, the person who is doing this is also in the same condition. Means the wrongdoer and the person who is being done wrongly, both are in the same condition. In the last concluding lines, student, Nelson Mandela says, the oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed on their humanity. If a person accepts oppression and the person who is oppressing other, both are the robbers of their humanity. In this way, students, is a message given by Nelson Mandela that if you accept injustice, you are guilty, and if you do injustice, you are also guilty. It means neither we should neither oppress others, or should never we be allowed to be oppressed. It means the oppressed and oppressors both are wrong, and both are put in the category of robbers. Students, in this way, this is the message of Nelson Mandela, that you should neither do wrong to others nor accept wrongs to be done for you. Now students, I hope you have got this lesson very well, and if you got it, students, then please like, share and comment, and subscribe our channel RSC Classes of English Language. Thanks.